lit by neon glow, spellbooks open wide. Dice roll, fate is cast, no place for the weak to hide. In the shadows they assemble, drawn by arcane lore. Nerds and outcasts standing guardians at the door. Picked up swords and magic wands, the night begins. Beneath the hooded cloak they shed their mortal skins. Monsters in the labyrinth, secrets to unfold. Summoned by the whispers, stories left untold. Call of the dead unicorn pulls us through the night, bound by epic legends, heroes in the fight. In this world of wonder, where dreams never die, dead unicorn forever under midnight sky. Face the dragon with a roar, slay it with a song. In the tavern, laugh and drink where they all belong. Dungeons deep and caverns wide, treasures to behold. Brothers, sisters, warriors, brave hearts of purest gold. Elves and dwarves and creatures strange in the sacred space, casting spells and weaving tales, no one out of place. Dice are cast, the world they change, destiny's design. Marked by ancient symbols, cross the boundary line. Call of the dead unicorn pulls us through the night, bound by epic legends, heroes in the fight. In this world of wonder, unicorn forever under midnight sky. Elves in place, dice are cast, the world they change, destiny's design. Marked by ancient symbols, cross the boundary line.
Dice it on the dance floor, oh so sly. Got a million faces, always in disguise. Hey, hey, glitter and glam, he takes a chance.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorn, the tabletop role-playing game club. My name is Corey, and yeah, it's the tabletop role-playing game club and tentacle monster simulator.
Again? I'm excited.
I didn't get to actually put that joke in the last one.
Glorpo doesn't even
We've
want
had-
to leave his shell.
We've had a lot of technical difficulties with a previous stream this morning. We were doing a review of The Wilds for Legend of the Five Rings, so go check that out on my main channel. It is there as a recorded video. It's looking great. It's looking like I thought it was a pretty good review. Thanks to Sasha and Tarek for being there with me and helping talk about that book. Also, I did a wrong during that review. I said something that was incorrect, and I would like to I put a comment and I pinned that comment on the video correcting myself, and I would like to correct myself again, if I may.
I mean, I would love to know what you said wrong so I can lord it over you for the next
Superman
2 weeks.
isn't cool?
What I said was that Kenku and Tengu are the same things from different provinces of Japan. It's just a dialect thing. That is incorrect. Kenku are a fictional creature, and Tengu is a mythological creature. Which some people might say, well, the mythological is fictional. I mean, technically, but also, like, mythological has a little more, like...
Cultural relevance.
Cultural relevance, yeah.
Real world relevance.
Exactly. Yeah. So, Kenku was made for Dungeons and Dragons, specifically, and they were inspired by the Tengu. And Tengu are the actual mythological creature.
Thematically, you could say they are the same thing, but
Which is
practically
weird.
they are not.
Thematically, yes.
It's weird that L5R used to use the terminology of Kenku.
I bet they did.
I guess, for a Western audience.
Yeah, but they had a whole fight with WotC for a long time to try to keep control over L5R and 7C. It's a whole thing.
There's a lot of legal stuff, and
L5R have been beefing with WotC for decades.
And they were right. That's all I'm saying.
So with the record straight, let's get into Legend of the Five Rings Shadow Empire. And I'd like to thank James, Crystal, Matt, Tarek, and Sasha for joining us for this game. We are in the midst, in the belly of Shinneman Swamp, which has been filled with the blood of goblins and ogres and Oni and other Shadowlands creatures, because a group of blood speakers have taken up residence here and thought the best way to give themselves ultimate power is to make sure that there's just blood everywhere at all times. And also, like, cleaning up all of these Shadowlands creatures that no one really likes anyways seems to be a positive, right?
Yeah, they're just like Captain Planet.
Clearly, they are not maximizing their blood speaker blood potential because they're not all women. Unless they regularly stab their men in order to level the playing field.
True.
That's gross.
Well,
You're
they
gross.
did send the one guy at us a lot to get beaten up.
I will say, women would have a distinct advantage of being a blood speaker because you wouldn't have to hurt yourself.
Did you just say it was gross, Corey? What are you, 12?
Here's a sanitary napkin. Get out of here.
Oh, God.
Yes, so rivers of blood are fine, but when it's period blood, that's where we draw the line.
I would say, I just gotta say.
How are you married?
Think about this. Think about this. Meiho Tsukai, female Meiho Tsukai, have the added advantage of every once in a while, you don't have to use your own blood. And two,
well, I mean, you do use your own blood.
Well, you don't have to, like, injure yourself to use your own blood. And boost number 2, you're technically sacrificing some, like, living tissue along with that, and like and an ovum, so that, like, maybe that gives you some extra oomph for your spells while you're when you're menstruating.
There you go.
You're like, I'm sacrificing life here. Boom.
Exactly.
Bloody hyper beam.
I only have a limited number of these.
Take them, Oni gods.
Yeah. Fooling, accept my generous offering.
His name was
else-
going to be Jeff.
Or else I will be extraordinarily angry with you.
I mean,
In
they're
these trying times, can I offer you an egg?
I sacrifice my fertility to you, fooling.
I hate you, James. You almost made me choke on a fucking
You did make me
wad
choke.
of French fries. Holy crap.
You made me choke on Coca-Cola.
well. What is happening right now is our intrepid band is trying to find. Well, they're gonna stir this place up. They're gonna make an omelet here, and
No.
We're going with eggs today.
They are looking for the heart of the Sage of Blood, which they believe is inside of Akuma no Oni, which has been lashed to a great tree that is larger than the Tower of Blood, which is nearby.
Depends upon what you're feeding the omelet to.
At the same time, James Ide Youngso and Matt Doji Daisuke, their characters went to go retrieve a sword. And it's Doji Daisuke's sword. They found that it was mostly repaired, except for the fact that it did not have a handle and has not been polished. Ide Youngso bought himself a sacrificial knife for, in case he needs to summon an evil god.
Or just,
it's
general
wrong.
sacrificing.
That knife is tainted, and I'm planning on offering it to Naurin in place of the obsidian katana she's currently carrying.
Yes, let's just taint Naurin. I'm sure she can handle it.
Naurin and Moshisora, I believe, are going to a library.
Indeed.
In Doodle.
Okay.
Indubitably.
So, I guess we'll go to that library first to see what's happening. It's the dead middle of the night. And you go to the library, and it is dark, except for whatever light, lantern or candle you bring with you.
In hindsight, realizing that it's the dead middle of the night,
As
expecting
opposed
to
to
find the
lightning.
librarian here was a bit of a stretch. But
Yeah, I
didn't
mean,
realize
I
that
didn't know it was
the night.
that late.
Even
So
You-
hunt her down in the castle and then smote her upon the mountain, the ruins of the mountainside.
We've just been in that dungeon for so long without any windows that we had no idea what time it was.
exactly. So, you had dinner, and then you went down into the dungeon, and you spent like 3 hours down there. So, dinner's what? 9 o'clock? It's about midnight.
You tell me.
That's a
9, 10?
That's
It's
a
a
late
late
dinner.
ass dinner.
Really?
Well, they're Mayo Soup guy. What else are they gonna do with their time, right?
So yeah, it's kind of like midnight-ish. So all good blood speakers are
In
summoning
bed.
demons
Night-night.
at the witching hour.
Wait, does that mean that they're gonna be all around the tree where I'm gonna be at?
They're all holding hands, chanting. You walk outside like, oh, with the carapace cutter in your hand, like, oh no.
I'm here to join
hey,
you.
guys! I brought my knife. Can I join you?
We can all have fun tonight.
Unka, chunka, munka, lunka, punka, punka.
Wow.
Just
what
random
is even
chants.
That
Just
is-
random chants.
Okay, that happened.
Okay.
But you have a library here.
We do have a library here.
I get, is there no one watching the library? No
Nope,
one in
nobody's watching the library.
I guess while we're here, could it be beneficial to look for if they have any books on the big fucking Oni up in the tree? Like the Akuma. Was it called the Akuma Oni? Is that what it was
Yeah, Akuma no Oni.
called? Okay. Does this library have like a some sort of cataloging system, or is it all in chaos?
There might be some rhyme or reason to it, but you don't know. Like, there's no standardizations here in Rokugan at all about how libraries should or could be set up.
Organized
Librarians are
with
usually the
librarian's
ones
preference.
who know where things are and can help you find something if you need something. But there are shelves with books and scrolls. There are tables in the center stacked with piles of kind of books, all, they're all like the same size and kind of shape, so they stack easy. but you can see their spines. There are also scrolls in many different cases.
Ah, they're using a format the unicorn brought back.
The
Books instead of
Rokugan
scrolls.
has books.
Yes, as I said, the unicorn brought it back. And that's actually in one of the unicorn books from previous edition. It said that books instead of scrolls were brought by the unicorn.
That's weird. Since the pillow books have been a thing since the beginning of the Empire.
Is there some sort of system like behind the librarian's desk for like noting who takes books out, like maybe like paper or something to write on, or like a book or ledger?
Yeah, sure. There's
If can Naurin find a loose piece of paper somewhere?
Sure.
And something to write with?
Yeah.
She will scrawl a small note that says like one of your own is like in the dungeon, and I think probably just that one of your own is in the dungeon. And currently, since the librarian isn't here, which is who I wanted to just, hey, after we fuck off, maybe get him out of there. But since she's not here, I guess I'm just gonna have to leave a note somewhere right before we take off.
Yeah, I
Let the guy
think
forget
that's
in your
probably
blood
the best
dungeon
idea.
later.
He's stable. He's not dying. He'll just have a very uncomfortable night if no one finds him until the morning.
I can't say I feel that sorry for him.
Yeah, discomfort builds character.
But at least I'll have that for later. If there's no way to like easily find a book in here, then Naurin is just gonna look to Moshisora and say, "Well, do you have any ideas?"
Well, I mean, the Sage of Blood did say that she kept all of the hearts locked up in that door off the main chamber. And if we are identical twins, I wonder if I might be able to access it. Although I wouldn't be surprised if there's a spell of some sort required too.
Perhaps we can wait for Kuranagi to return and see if her objective was complete. That way, if there is some sort of warding spell on that door, anything that might wake her if we tried to break in, then we can abscond from this place quickly without worrying about time constraints for our main objective.
Yes, I don't think trying to break into there right now is the best idea, but it was a thought that came to me.
But nothing could hurt from us taking a leisurely stroll through the castle at night, since clearly these halls do not seem to be guarded at night. And with just the two of us, perhaps we could walk past that room and see if there were any blood speakers lingering about. Just in case.
So as you
Sure, it
guys
should be lit.
leisurely stroll through the castle, there are servants.
Servants out.
They are rare at night, but there are servants that are taking care of certain tasks like lighting candles to make sure that people's paths are illuminated if you are up. So as you start moving through into darkened areas, you'll see a servant kind of shadow you and then start lighting candles. And you'll get to the main chamber where there is a large vault door. There is a man sitting in the chamber as kind of, I don't know, a caretaker or...
I can't say I'm surprised that there's somebody in here. It is the main room, after all.
The man is drinking some tea and reading a book.
I have a quick question, Corey. It doesn't necessarily specify, but if I have a calligrapher's set, which has a bunch of other types of writing implements and things to make fancy letters and stuff, can I assume that I have sealing wax in there as well for the purpose of sealing letters?
Sure, yeah.
Because that's not an item that I can find elsewhere. So, Naurin, in that case, Naurin would have liked to have sealed her note with a little bit of wax, like properly, like, you know, fold up a little paper envelope
Like
with
an
her
actual
calligraphy
little
kit set.
letter.
Yeah, seal it with some wax, and then she'll probably actually give it to Moshisora with the intention of, before we leave, she might be able to give this to somebody like a servant and say that it's for her sister. Because if she delivers it and says that it's for her sister, it's unlikely that someone will open it before it gets to her.
That's a good idea. Just
so that's kind of
pop
my
that
plan
in.
here.
So you look at this vault door, and it's set into a brick wall, and it is a steel door with a keyhole, with a big old keyhole in it.
How far away from that previous chamber you described is this? Like, is it just down the hall, or is it right next door? Like, where?
It's in
The
that
room
same
with the
chamber.
guy.
It's like
It's in a-
there's a main chamber, and at one end of it, there is a stone wall with this big steel door set into it, and it's got like a lever and a keyhole.
Did we see this guy at dinner earlier?
Yeah,
that day?
yeah, you saw him earlier at dinner.
Did he introduce himself? Were there any introductions? Did
There
we ever
were
get any?
introductions. This guy's name is Togo.
Togo. Did he ever say what he does here? Is he one of
Nope.
the like?
He's just
Nothing,
another
okay.
one of the followers of the Sage of Blood.
Right. I was wondering if we got a more specific title, but yes, just one of the followers makes sense.
One of the pilgrims.
All right.
How many keyholes did you say there were as well? I'm sorry, I'm trying to
One.
take some notes. Just one keyhole.
One
And does it look
keyhole
like a
and
normal
lever.
keyhole, like for an actual key?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Crystal, go ahead.
Oh, just confirming. Yeah, big steel door with a keyhole and a lever next to it.
If you want to know more description of this room, there are pillars, stone pillars here. There are drapes that kind of accentuate the room. There are some tapestries, like wall scrolls and such. And there is a summoning gong with a mallet. There are pillows in which to sit on that kind of face forward towards a main speaker, which you've seen before. The Speaker of Blood gives sermons here and receives guests.
Okay.
Looking at the door, the man will say, I wouldn't try getting in there, as he takes a sip of tea.
Oh, no, I expect not. I'm sure it's well guarded, and it's not as if we could do anything with it anyway.
There's some sort of creature in there. I don't know exactly what it is.
Really? A creature?
It's a security system.
I see.
The sage is very protective of her things.
Of you all, you mean?
Pardon?
Of all of you, you mean?
That is a way of putting it. A sacrifice we've made to learn these talents that we now have.
Becoming a possession.
We have a sense of freedom here still. But is that any different than a samurai's oath to their lord?
No, I suppose it isn't.
Indeed. There's always a price for security.
What keeps you up at this late hour?
Oh, I make sure I make sure that if there are any uninvited guests or any trouble, I can sound an alarm. One of the few guards we have around here. I mean, there's still terrors out in the swamp that we haven't tracked down yet. I heard tell, though, that a bunch of the creatures decided to up and leave.
Oh. That must have been who we passed on our way here. There were a huge number of Shadowlands creatures coming the opposite way.
Well, that's a shame for the rest of the forest. For us, I guess we're doing our job quite well. I mean, you samurai, you hate creatures from the Shadowlands. Wish to destroy them all. And here we are, doing your job for you.
We also hate you.
Yes, I've heard. He takes a drink of the tea.
Let's see.
I wait with bated breath for your betrayal. Sudden and inevitable as it will be. But our Lord, the Sage, wishes to break bread with you, form an alliance, as naive as I think it is. She believes blood speaks to blood.
Well, I must admit, it's most shocking and intriguing to find out that I have a sister I've never heard of before.
Oh, I'm sure you have your doubts. Perhaps the Sage of Blood is a bog hag that has fooled us all.
Really, I don't know what to think.
Well, I'm sure you'll go back to your family and see if they can fill in the details of this sordid affair. I wish I could give you more information, but alas, I am just a pilgrim. The woman who claims to be your sister is an extremely powerful blood speaker and has accumulated a great amount of knowledge. And that is what brought me here. not any sort of family ties or talk of ancestry. This has been Togo. The doors open.
Like the outside doors?
The doors to the outside open, and in walk two familiar forms, Ide Youngso and Doji Daisuke.
Well,
I presume you had a nice walk, Naurin says very simply.
yes.
Indeed, we had.
I take out the dagger and just hold it out to Naurin, in case you want something other than what you're currently carrying.
Naurin has questions about where you got that, but she does not ask them right now.
So, hopefully
all
it's
metal, so
apparent
there's
that
no obsidian
Daisuke's,
involved.
Wakazashi is, at his side again. Not as well wrapped up, but functional still. To be functional enough to be presentable. So hopefully you can see it as hip. That should give you a clue of where they've been.
Well, we discussed where everyone was going before. Naurin just doesn't want everyone to announce that in front of this guy. He knows, he definitely knows, but there's no reason to be obvious
Forthcoming
about it anyways.
Fair enough.
Togo doesn't give a shit. He drinks
Yeah.
his tea.
He expects that we're going to betray them.
Yeah.
But there's no reason for us to stop being wary just because he very clearly expects it.
Oh, obviously.
But I mean,
Expects it and seems to halfway want it.
he'll feel
I don't
vindicated.
even know if it's halfway, to be honest.
Well, he's only presenting halfway so he can deny it as the other half.
Maybe it'll be entertaining for him when the Sage of Blood flays our skin off and throws us up in the tree into cages to be poked at with sticks.
He would probably
all
think
of
it was
eternity.
very fun. Well, to be fair, most of them probably would. I will suggest it is rather late. Perhaps we should retire to our rooms for the evening.
Naurin will nod in agreement.
I would definitely say so. It has been a textbook.
Togo just side eyes you guys and looks back down in his book again.
That meal was so good.
For,
Really gonna
for the
dream at
rest
night.
of the middle of the night.
Like,
He's like, oh, you guys have. That's why Naurin cleared her throat. She's like, Daisuke, shut the fuck up, because we were supposed to have had a very relaxing day that started with a meeting and then a dinner and then been loitering around the castle.
Just enjoying how beautiful the Blood Castle is.
Yep.
Totally
You guys-
not anything unnormal.
well, you guys are like being extremely cagey, and now you're like, let's go back to our room. And he's like, uh-huh. He's like- Next time I see you, I'm gonna be extra wary.
Hopefully he won't see us again.
Yep. Y'all go back to your room, if that's what you're doing.
At least, I mean, we should find some place that's kind of private-ish if we're gonna talk about anything.
Yeah.
And our rooms are as good as any place. So,
Make sure there's no suspicious bowls of water that have been placed anywhere again before we start chatting. Paper confetti ready or
Okay, well, I'll go out to Shisoro Kuranagi. Kuranagi, you're in the swamp. There's a giant tree. Up the tree, there's a huge oni.
Uh-oh.
what are you gonna do about that?
Okay,
Yeah.
I make it out to the tree. I'm
I
assuming
really don't
stealthily
like this.
I managed to make it out to the tree.
You look up at the oni, gain a strife.
Okay, but I managed to get out here fairly stealthily, right?
Sure.
As far as I can tell.
Yes.
Okay. That's a big, whatever the hell that thing is.
A toad looks at you and says, "Who are you talking to?"
A
Oh,
toad.
the Oni. Don't worry about it. It's a whole thing. I will start to look at the tree, basically try to calculate how I could manage to make my way up there.
Right. You start.
I'll put on my little claws for my hands and feet to try to assist me in clinging to the tree.
Uh-huh.
And I will start making my way up. Is there a branch relatively, reasonably close?
No, there's just a large trunk, but it leans a certain way at different points, so you're like, I think I can climb up it with these claws because the bark is pretty gnarly. As long as I take the slope of the trunk that slopes away from me.
Just to be sure that I won't risk falling to my death, I also have a climbing kit, so I will utilize that in conjunction with the rest of my gear.
Okay, what kind of bonuses does your climbing kit give you, and your climbing claws give you? Anything?
It typically includes a few coils of rope, so I have a lot of rope, a small hammer and iron chisel, powdered chalk for my hands so that I don't get slippery, and a handful of spikes, pythons, and other climbing ephemera.
Cool.
In addition, some climbers add special spiked bands to slip over your hands and feet for extra grip. I don't know what that would give me in terms of that, but I have the equipment necessary to do that.
Just like this edition of L5R, it doesn't actually give you any sort of bonus. It just says it exists.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that this is usually a TN3 to get up here, but your climbing gear makes it a TN2.
Okie dokie.
And I am going to say that this is a... Oh, God, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, no.
Fitness?
Oh, no.
Gesundheit.
I sneezed it.
Bless you in the face.
Maybe like a fitness water check?
A fitness water to shift? Yeah, I can see that. You can do fire to just, defeat the tree, sure. Withstand is not
tree.
good.
Shift into turbo.
Shift into turbo.
I don't know that I want to sacrifice myself to the tree, so
Yeah.
not a good one.
I mean, you're kind
I
of
can just
sacrificing
imagine
yourself
Kuronagi,
by being
wing
the one.
herself against the tree, and the tree is slowly engulfing her. It's yeah, I feel extra sleepy.
Okay.
I miss Power Rangers. They don't make any more now.
I heard that there's gonna be
You
a
got
Netflix special coming up.
You got anything for rerolls?
I do not, but
Oh, speaking of Corey, who won the poll?
good point. Poll.
Won the poll.
Give me poll.
Oh my goodness, I totally forgot.
Kuronagi needs poll.
Every week we run a poll on the community page. The winner gets a... Oh my goodness, it's a 3-way tie.
We all get it.
Young Sora
I'll vote.
and
Don't worry, I'll
Naran.
vote. I'll vote.
No, it's all done.
No, I'll vote.
I'm going to say instead of anybody getting an instant success, all 3 of you get a void.
Oh, that's cool. I'll take
Okay.
I'll take that.
Youngso, Sora, Naren, you all win the poll this week somehow. And you get a void
Aura,
point
and Naurin.
instead of a free success. Because giving out 3 free successes is just, that'll break my game.
Well, I kind of
Rat.
figured you were gonna roll a
like
die
my birthday
and
did
say
nothing
which of
for
us
me
got
last
it.
week. Wah.
But all 3 of you technically won. I don't want to not give everybody something. So everybody take a void point. I think that's fair. That's good. There
That's
is a
a whole
Power
party?
Rangers
Sure.
RPG, Wargiz. Yeah, Power Rangers ended with Cosmic Fury, and I watched it, and it was all right. It was all right. That said, yeah, they're making a special or something. I don't know what it is, but there's no more Power Ranger series. They're done. It's all over. They're not making any more. And while some Power Ranger shows have been quite bad and others have been pretty good, I mean, the quality's all over the place with each season. I I love martial arts and bright colors and explosions. It just, it's something that tickles me.
I didn't see a whole lot of it. In fact, very little of it. But I kind of liked the cops and robbers one.
Oh, that wasn't Power Rangers.
Yeah, it was what gets turned into Power Rangers.
It's
Yeah, the
it's
Super
the sauce.
Sentai.
It's the meat that turns into the sausage from Japan. It was Super Sentai. My favorite.
What was that?
My favorite Power Rangers is actually not a Power Rangers. It's the original Japanese Super Sentai. It was called Lupin Ranger versus Patla Ranger. Pato Ranger.
Pato Ranger.
Pato Ranger. Yeah.
That's what it was.
And it was.
Good question.
It was 2 different Power Ranger groups. One were
2
Power Ranger
trios.
thieves, and the other one were Power Ranger police officers. And at the same time they're fighting each other, they're also fighting monsters. It's fantastic. Can't recommend this series enough. Anyways, back to the game. We got 2 successes from Kuranagi. He's got an opportunity. Kuranagi's using that opportunity to do.
Move up the tree faster, but Sasha has a question for you.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, I don't think you could earlier. I think Tarek had to fix my mic. I was wanting to ask, I'm full on void. Can I use my technique to drop strife with a void point so that I don't just have nothing to do with that?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, you may.
I didn't want to do it
Resolve.
without asking, so I was trying to get a second.
Okay, you start making your way up that tree. You're getting,
Yeah, on air stand, or actually, it was water stands. Hold on. Actually, I might not be able to do the thing that I said, actually. Because on air stands, you can spend an opportunity to move further.
No,
in an
on
action.
water stance you can spend opportunity to move further.
So
Actually,
on water stance, you can spend 2 opportunity to move 1 range band. On air stance in martial
Vertical
conflict,
movement?
you can spend multiple opportunity to move an additional range band that can also go into vertical.
that's not true. Reread it again.
It's just that it can be vertical instead.
Yes, you move the same rate, but some of it can be on vertical surfaces.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
you
still, that's
don't really. It doesn't feel like you need to use that.
still
'cause
would be helpful.
You're climbing.
If that's
you're
the
climbing.
case,
You're not wall jumping.
if that's the case, I forgot that I was on water stance. To be honest with you, I probably won't use. Actually, you know what? I'll use it to remove 2 strife for myself. How about that?
That sounds good
Always a
because
good idea.
you're moving towards a demon that's giving you
And you're-
more strife as you're moving towards it. So you'll take another 2 strife. Because I was gonna give you 2 more strife, climbing up to where the demon is.
Yay! Excelsior.
Yes, this is the most fearsome Oni that has ever attacked Rokugan, and you are at its foot and climbing. You're going to be climbing up its leg now towards its grundle.
Yeah,
It's grundle. Excuse me.
that's the scientific term.
I mean,
Don't
if
look it up,
that's where
Sasha.
she wants to climb to.
I'm looking it up immediately.
That's where we want to go. Way down in Brundle.
My eyes.
Wait, did you do an image search?
No, I'm kidding.
So, I am not of the opinion that you have to make several rolls to do the same thing. So this one roll will get you all the way to where you need to go. You will climb up its leg and get to its chest. But as you're climbing up, you will hear, "What is climbing upon me?"
Just say I'm Batman and run.
I'm
I
Batman.
can't run. We need to get the heart out of it.
I didn't say run away. Like run up its leg and be like, I'm Batman. If you're Batman, nothing can scare you.
Except for death. Kuranagi.
Except for bats.
And men.
Kuranagi says, I am here to find the heart of the blood speaker who has pinned you here.
Pull it out of my chest if you can. Tiny lady.
Ask him if it comes with a warranty.
What if I break it?
And
Be
so
know that my skin is impenetrable. So, if you're looking for the heart you seek, perhaps you can swim down my gullet to get it.
that's okay. I don't need to do so. But to save you the trouble, maybe you could point me to the area of your chest which lies directly above it.
If I could move
I
my
might not.
limbs, I would do more than point.
Excellent.
He would use you as a toothpick.
Kuranagi's like nervous demeanor kind of melts away as she goes, "Good. Then you won't be able to react as I plunge this dagger into your chest." And she pulls out the oni cutter, the carapace cutter, and starts to saw it into the. Actually, before she saws it into his chest, she will look around to see if there is any sign of damage to the chest previously that would imply that something has been taken or replaced.
I was gonna make you have a medicine check to start operating in the first place. So this will just go into all of that. Like, make yourself a medicine check using. This is a scholar, so you can use analyze. You can use theorize fire. You can use void for sense, but I think that's it. Recall won't tell you anything. This is a fucking Oni, so Earth is right out.
So water, you said?
No, not water.
Air. Oh, air, fire, or void?
Yeah, analyze for air, fire for theorize, or
use-
void for sense.
I will use air. What is the TN?
It is a TN3.
I believe in you.
Does keen hearing help? Can I hear the heartbeat?
Yeah,
I rub my
This
face.
is a lot.
I'll let you re-roll 2 dice for that. Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Cool.
I love that idea.
Cool.
That
That's
was a good as shit idea.
very helpful because I am going to need it. Okay, there you go. We'll re-roll those two. Why didn't it re-roll? Oh god, it didn't re-roll.
Oh no!
Instead of rerolling.
Oh god damn it!
Instead of
I thought I
re-rolling,
put
you
it on the
kept. You
re-roll
went to the
button.
keep.
Good job.
Okay, I'll re-roll it and I'll
Yeah,
separate
make the roll
dice.
again. Try again.
I have the roll stored right here, so I'll do it again. TN3, air, go. And then I'll replace these with the ones that I actually rolled, if you want.
Oh, I destroyed that roll, so you can't go back and look. Sorry, you get this roll now, which is far better for you.
I mean,
You can
who's
see
a
that
better
yes.
roll?
That's-
With a little more stretch.
True. It is better for me. Nope. Okay. I will spend my opportunity. Oh, actually, I don't take any strife because Youngso has medicine, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At this point, you don't even have to ask. I have a 1 in every skill.
We lost Crystal. What happened?
Rutro.
I don't know. I see myself moving on the camera up here just fine.
Nope.
Matt just
Everyone
stepping on
else
the
is
keyboard.
frozen though.
Yep. Because we lost you. Well,
I would like to learn something about the character who created the item that I am ripping out of this chest. It can be one of their advantages or disadvantages of the GM's choice that affected the creation of this item.
okay. Give me 1 second. I'm moving
So
everybody
Crystal's
around.
mom?
Well, I guess. No, it would be the blood speaker who did the ritual to pull the heart out.
If that's the person who created the item.
That's true.
All right.
Oh, Crystal's coming back.
So you get one of their advantages
Or disadvantages, your choice.
or disadvantages. Okay. You get what's it called? Look up that advantage real quick.
If you were gonna say what was it? The one that we were talking about earlier?
God, my back is killing me.
Experienced wet nurse or something like that?
Oh
was it?
god.
If it's
Experienced wet nurse?
No.
Yeah,
The
it's
Tarrek's going to
No.
die on the spot.
skilled wet nurse, I think is what it's called actually. But yeah,
Tarek will perish on
that's
the
a
spot.
real advantage in this game.
That's so funny.
It would be hilarious. Someone actually took it.
One of the advantages of the person who created this dagger was Paragon of Righteousness.
Oh, I think. Oh, Celia, I think I know who created this dagger now.
I thought you were asking who created the heart.
The dagger is perfectly fine because that is what the implement that I'm using, and it might be more specific to the task at hand. But dagger
I'm just saying that's why I was teasing you because you
by
said who created the
someone
heart,
with
and I was like Crystal's mom.
Paragon.
Okay. As you you find scars where this demon has been cut open before, and you're like, yeah, this is where I can cut. I think this is where I can cut to get to the heart. And you plunge the dagger into the Oni, correct?
I do.
The Oni screams out in terrible pain as his voice carries all across the swamp.
No,
You
Kinda
should have
figured that
silenced
might
him before you
happen.
did
I don't
it.
have a way to silence him.
Does anybody in the world have that?
Scatter! We're stopping right here with you, and we're gonna go into the castle.
Shush.
We're so fucked.
Don't you
We're
have
so-
poison?
I do have poison, but it's not poison that will put him to sleep. It will daze him.
I thought you had techniques.
Wouldn't that be better than anything? But
Oh, I do have
That's
a
what I was
technique,
saying.
but I'd have to literally choke him with a chain that would not wrap around his entire throat because it's a tiny chain compared to the massive demon that I'm
I'm
fighting.
just saying, there are options. You just didn't think before you acted. But it's great. It's funny. Don't worry about it.
We're so fucked.
Heck, who
inside the
knows?
castle.
Maybe
Might not be
Akuma no
fun, but
Oni
I
decides
am
to
definitely
say, hey, afterwards, I got something in my eye.
You can teleport out of the tree. We are stuck in the castle.
Yeah, but they're not gonna look at you because y'all are in the castle. They're gonna look at
You
me
can be
being
in
the
the
person who-
castle.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, because the Oni screams, and the first suspects that they don't go to are the fucking samurai dicking around in their castle.
Well, blood speakers are not trustworthy. So
Hold
maybe
on,
they think
guys.
that's what
Just
Hey, they do have a
stop
missing member.
slinging mud at people who aren't even there. Everybody hears in the castle as you're going back up to your room this blood-curdling roar of a scream that literally shakes the tower.
Now
What are you guys going to do? The servant,
we'll-
you can notice that the servant like hits the floor, just like gets down as fast as possible.
Naren will immediately use her bond with Kuranagi to ask, like, what's happening? What is the plan?
It's screaming! It's screaming!
Kurnagi's just panicking. Ah! There's so much blood! There's so much!
Literally having to climb into its chest.
You know you can't give me an entire sentence worth of stuff, right? It's like 7 words.
I'm climbing into.
That
his
doesn't
chest.
answer my question. I'm using my bond ability to know what the plan is. What is Kurnagi's plan? Not I'm screaming.
I don't have a plan.
Yeah,
at the
she's-
moment.
Then
literally-
the answer is I do not have a plan. Kurnagi is
The answer
I
is
did
I'm
not
climbing
know it
into
would
its chest.
scream. I didn't even know it was alive still.
So in the meantime, while that's happening,
Caught off
Daisuke is
guard.
gonna put on a performance like he doesn't know what's going on, but like he like considering that everyone discussed what the plan was with the group, he's like, oh, what on earth is that? And like gets on the floor with the servant as well.
All right. You want to make a
Young So
performance
draws
roll?
katana and starts looking around like he's looking for a threat.
You want to make a
Yeah.
performance roll?
Yeah.
Anybody else
I'll do
putting
a
out a
trick.
performance?
Not a
No, what I'm doing's
performance.
honest. I'm looking for a threat
Yeah, me too.
with sword out.
All right.
What is that? Whoosh. Boa katana of fire.
If you want to cast the spell, cast your spell. I'm going to say right now it's a TN2 for your performance check because there's only just like a servant there. Actually, it's a TN1.
Anyone? Okay.
I thought this was a.
Oh wow.
I guess it is TN1.
Any
Okay.
bonus successes help or
Nope.
nope? Okay.
Well, yeah, actually, yes. More successes means like if anybody else comes upon you and it reaches their vigilance, that they'll be fooled as well. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, then 3 bonus successes then.
Okay, no katana fire for Moshisora.
No,
Use
it's TN1.
yeah, those are 2 opportunity.
kept opportunity.
I
like
kept
him.
2 opportunity and success with opportunity.
Yeah, her
You should have been able to,
her
yeah.
role did have that. 1 success and 3 opportunities.
Oh,
She
that's
just
so weird. What
accidentally didn't keep
happened?
an extra one.
One of them didn't keep, but you can keep 3. Yeah, so I'll say that succeeds.
What are you doing with your 3 opportunity?
I just kept as many opportunity as I could, and now I'm looking at what I can do. I am gonna make it a bow instead of a katana, because that's just what I prefer. And I think I want to do with something else. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. I'm gonna make it so that it does burning condition and increase the deadliness by my void ring.
Okay. The deadliness will be increased.
We're in our rooms, right?
We're on the way.
You were on your way, and now you're turning around. I'm sure. Unless you're not. I don't know. You tell me which way you're going. What are you doing after you hear this blood-curdling scream?
Howl.
Roar.
Hoping to get more information from Kuranagi on what we were supposed to do now. If we wanted to meet her outside or stay in here, because I have no idea what to do now.
You guys tell me. What could we do? The only thing I can think of is
Cut fast.
get the heart as
Horses.
quickly as possible and stab it to hopefully kill the lady. But that's all I can think of. And that's kind of a question for Moshi Sora to answer, not really one for me to answer, because it's up to her if she wants me to actually murder her sister for her.
Well, you're gonna have to communicate that to us somehow, because it's not like you can actually ask right now.
I do think I mentioned the idea behind getting the heart, though.
Like, she needed to bring it back, not destroy it, right?
Yeah.
Not... But I mean, if we're all gonna die, maybe we stab the heart.
Maybe.
You can bring it back as stabbed, just a little damaged.
Yeah, what's your clan want with a live blood speaker's heart anyways? That's a bit
Hey,
sus.
look, maybe there will be like 7 of them in here. Who knows? Maybe she's got like a
She's got spares.
whole factory of hearts working here.
Hey,
I
she
don't know.
has a vault where she keeps everyone else's heart. Hers is the special one.
Well, then
So-
maybe we kill her and then get to her vault.
The the roar kind of dies a little. What are you guys doing now in the castle? You don't see a threat anywhere around you. It seems to be emanating from beyond the castle
Outside.
walls.
I want to get to a window.
Yeah, we should at least look outside.
Okay. You get to a window and you see a tree. It's gigantic. It's larger than the castle. There's a demon up in it. Hangs kind of over the castle. That's all that's happening right now. Like, you don't have a way to, like, and you want to, like, try and see Kuranagi on the tree. That's going to take a roll because, like, it's ginormous. It's like, you ever try and, like, pick somebody out in a giant crowd in a stadium? Kind of like that. Or, like, one person in a window on a skyscraper, like 100 stories up. It's not going to be easy to pick her out.
I'm going to turn back to the servant and ask, does that noise happen often?
She says, no, that does not.
I'm going to go ahead and take the 3 strife of Fear of Death because I am sure that Kuranagi is panicking. And she's about to die.
I gotta go faster.
And I will take my void point.
Matt, what are you doing? Can't hear you.
So Kitsu Satoru is with us as well, I assume.
Yeah.
Right? Because okay, so just making sure because you mentioned that he wasn't with us when we entered the library. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought he was with us.
You didn't go to the
So,
library.
Mm-hmm. He didn't go to the library.
You
So-
didn't go to the library.
Well, you said we just kind of showed up. Like
yeah, in the
when-
hallway.
Oh, in the hallway. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
you were
gotcha.
in
the main
the main
entrance.
hall. Yeah,
Yes. And we exited. We're on our way to our room.
I forgot. Yeah, Kitsu Satoru was with you.
Okay.
Naren's vote is that we just go into the horses and start saddling
Ki-
up immediately.
Kitsu Satoru has a big shit-eating grin on his face.
He's like,
course you
I
do.
told
Over
you
his
so.
That he's gonna lose that shit-eating grin before he dies, though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So, I assume that we corral ourselves to go to our rooms, pack up our stuff, and skedaddle.
Why wouldn't
before...
we have had all of our stuff when we were going down into the dungeons to fight unspeakable monsters and get fucking magical knives? Like,
Did you not have your stuff?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I assume. Okay, I assume we. did
The,
do
the
that,
whole
but-
point of getting your sword was so you had all of your stuff, because you
Okay,
knew you were
yeah, so-
going.
let's fuck off to the horses now
Off to the
because
horse stables we go.
Naren is gonna nudge Sora to do the thing with the servant about with the message, because it looks like we're getting the hell out of here.
I know this may seem like a bad time, but I have a letter here for my sister. Would you make sure that she gets it? There's no need to disturb her immediately, but the next time she is out, I would appreciate if you could pass this to her.
He goes, yes, Samurai-sama. He takes the letter.
And let's continue.
Okay.
Let's go see what made that noise.
You start
As
making
if
your
we
way
don't all
down
know.
to where the horses are. As you enter the main chamber, Togo is hitting. You see him ringing the gong. Actually, you probably heard a gong or two as you came on down and in.
Figures.
He just lets you pass right by.
Seems like overkill. I'm sure the scream was louder.
Yeah, but like he's got a job.
He's making it
part of his
official.
job.
He's doing his job.
Doing
Doesn't
his
want to get
job.
bitched out later.
As you get to the main doors, the Sage of Blood walks into the room. And do y'all turn to meet her, or do you just keep going? Do you take a glance?
I at least look over.
I would at least look.
Yep. As she's
And-
walking towards you, blood from below the panels starts seeping up and coming around her, coalescing into gigantic wings.
Yeah, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Wings of blood.
I'm so screwed.
Well, that's impressive.
I was going to say that's different.
Naren is just heading straight outside because she's very worried for Kurnagi's life.
All right, you head outside. Does everybody head outside, or does anybody do anything different?
I think
Yeah, I
it's
mean, we're
time to
gonna
go
stay as
out
a
there and
group.
see what's happening.
Okay.
We're gonna play the spectators.
You go outside, and what do you do when you're out there? You start coming down
Well-
the long stairs.
I don't know that we can play the spectators because the Sage of Blood just saw 4 of us where there were 5. So I'm sure she knows who's missing, who's getting up to what. So I don't know that we can feign innocence, but I don't want to stick around, you know.
Wanna
There's
figure out,
that
find
too,
out.
not sticking around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably was.
Y'all start heading down the stairs.
Quickly.
Yeah, we're definitely taking a attitude of, thanks for the hospitality. Good luck with whatever this is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you get down to the bottom of the stairs, the Sage of Blood reaches the door and takes flight towards the tree. Kuronagi!
Yeah, I am thoroughly intimidated. Kuronagi is trying as quickly as she can to get to the heart.
I'm sure she is. Hey,
I
Ketchup.
do have night vision.
Yes, you can see in the dark. You can see inside the chest cavity as this creature is groaning and wailing. You hear him kind of stop and say, "I did not know you had that infernal dagger."
Well, I do, and I didn't realize that you were going to be such
Such a baby
Such
about
a
it.
fucking baby.
such a whiny fucking baby about it.
Stabbed with a toothpick.
Akuma
dude.
no Oni? A fucking baby!
I thought you were tough.
What a beta!
He's got a little boo boo.
Rip one heart out of his chest, not even his. He's screaming. Howling.
Screaming loud enough that it's possible my uncle hears it.
Dude, give
Oh,
yourself
you
give yourself 3 points of fucking glory!
I will use my bond ability to tell Naurin, or to find out what Naurin is thinking, basically, at this moment.
Incoming.
Sage of Blood approaching you rapidly.
Great.
Run!
Grabbing the heart, and
You get
The
to
only
the
thing I can
creature's
do now-
heart,
how far up am
and
I?
it is actually like the large veins and stuff have been stitched to this tiny heart, and it's gushing out blood through the holes and stitching while the heart is pumping it. And he says, you hear him say, "You've gotten to my heart. You've gotten to her heart. End this. Pull it out." And behind you, you feel a presence. And I think we need to make some sort of roll here.
So, actually, I wanted to ask. I didn't want to interrupt the scene to ask this, but I wanted to know if Naurin could try to use a technique to slow down the Sage of Blood from reaching Kuronagi immediately. Give her a moment's breathing room.
Sure, but you were at the bottom of a giant staircase and she was at the top when she took flight. So
Right, but it is goading taunt, which I don't know that matters for that.
let's
he just needs to hear you.
yeah. There is a range on it, I thought. Let me double check.
Nope.
Nope. Goading taunt. Whoops, hit the wrong button.
The only range on it is how close to me they must move if it's depending on the type of encounter that this is on.
Interesting. Okay. Yep, there's no range on it. Tactics check equal to target's vigilance. So which means it's a hidden TN.
Okay. I'm gonna go and do that. Tactics. Fire. Please God. RN Jesus.
What are you saying?
I will figure that out momentarily. My heart is beating very quickly right now.
Did you spend a
I'm
void on
worried
this?
for your safety. It gave me a void because it was a hidden TN.
Yeah.
I think it just auto spent it. Yeah. because I'm maxed out on void. So I think should have spent it, right?
No, you have
Is
to
it
click a
not?
button to spend a void.
But it was checked. There was a little button that showed the void, and it was checked.
Yeah, but you
So
have
that
to.
means that it was spending the void, right?
No, that just means that it's giving you the void.
Yeah,
I thought that
you
meant that
didn't-
the void was going to be spent on the roll.
No.
Oh.
No, it doesn't automatically. It just gives you the void for your character sheet. You still have to click to spend it.
Oh, I didn't know that was how it worked, so I've been doing it wrong. And probably lost out on a lot of void that way.
No, it's been you didn't lose out. It's just been added to your character sheet automatically.
But I'm full on void, so I've been losing out on void.
Yeah.
That's
Do
what
you
I
have a
mean.
4 in fire?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Can I re-roll, or should I just go with this?
I'll let you re-roll, do your thing. I'm destroying that entire roll.
Let's try that again.
Being
I
very
did not
nice.
realize that was
Being
how
a
it worked.
super nice game master.
Well,
have
if this
been a
was
very
in
good
person,
game
she could
How-
literally just throw another die.
I know, and that's a limitation of this VTT and this die rolling system is that you just can't
Yeah.
like modify. Once you click a button, everything's done. You can't go back.
There's 2 places where there's a little void symbol, and I thought that the difficulty, the +1 void being checked, meant that void was going to be applied to the roll. And when I haven't been applying it to the roll, I've been unchecking it, and if I had room on my character sheet, I added the void in manually. So I've been doing this wrong for like over a year now.
So, where it says difficulty and it's a check +1 void, that's just telling you get +1 void. Down below rings, spend a void is what you need to check to spend a void.
I'm realizing that now, but maybe you can understand my confusion a little bit.
She hurt herself in her confusion.
I
She hurt herself in her confusion.
did.
Are you using performance or tactics? Remember, you can change that
Tactics.
too. Okay.
2, 3.
Oops.
I'll take a strife, reroll that one. Actually, this is provocation. Can I use my advantage to reroll
Yes.
2 of these dice?
Provocation gives you.
Or it
3
gives
strife
me,
back.
it heals
gives
my
you
strife.
strife,
I get
yeah, it gives you
2 more
strife.
Okay, that's right. So hold on. Let me think about this. So provocation, that will help. Okay. That's
And
the
you
only
keep
thing
5
that
dice.
applies. I will keep these. I don't know any of her advantages or disadvantages. I didn't have a chance to learn them yet. So I will still re-roll that one, take 1 strife. Then I hope I don't mess this up this time, because that would be embarrassing a second time around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then how many opportunity do I need? Okay, I only need 1, so I'm good there. I'll just eat the strife and go for a fuck ton of successes here, if possible. Okay, that's 5 successes.
Yep. Okay.
If it matters
she-
more, I'm on fire. I don't know if
As-
you'll let those add bonus
as
bonuses in.
she moves as she starts flying to the tree, you yell out something hurtful to get her attention. I don't know, what are you, this is tactics, right?
Yeah, she's going to yell out, planning on leaving without saying goodbye to your sister?
Oh, interesting. She'll turn around real quick.
I'm also going to use my opportunity to daze her.
All right.
I'm hoping that this distracts her. I mean, it's her heart up there. I doubt she's gonna waste any time trying to deal with us. That's what I'm banking on. But I'm hoping that this gives Kuranagi like the extra round she needs to get away. I'm praying, you know. This is the plan.
She
Be a little bit of
will.
breathing room.
Give me one moment.
And if she kills me right here, right now, I just want to let you all know that I loved you. Not you, fucking Doji Daisuke, but everybody else.
Oh god.
I never loved your ass.
That's why he's the ex-fiance.
Wait a second.
Well, I
wait a
sort of
second. Wait a second.
expected
And
that.
Sasha, that's the most shapely part of him.
Like
Sasha, that's the most shapely part of him. How can you hate it?
Our engagement. You can throw yourself in the swamp for all I care for romantic
If
pursuits.
she melts me into a puddle of goo, please scoop me up and throw my goo into the sea so I can be free forever.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the. Where did that go?
Stop. I'm trying to save you and I'm starting to regret it. Should let you die, motherfucker. No!
Nope, that's not it.
Why do we let you talk?
I don't know.
I'm
Nope.
gonna go over there and unplug your microphone.
Might be why.
Ah, here it is. Okay. It is a theology check.
Hey, I got to use goading taunt though. Never used that before.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay.
Youngso takes notes and gains the tactic himself.
This is what they mean when they say famous last words.
Yeah. Because she can probably squash you like a bug.
Well, there you go. There's something. That's a lot of somethings over there.
Naurin becomes a smear on the stairs.
Now we're gonna turn into a talking frog.
One. Oh wait.
Or suddenly she just like kind of flaps by. It's like, okay, thanks, love you, sister, bye, and then just like continues. It's like, oh, okay, that was non-confrontational. All right.
Target's vigilance.
My vigilance is only 3.
We're
if
gonna
she started going.
do 1, 2.
Okay, this is a little weird. I see no picture next to Sage of Blood or the Scholar.
It's slowly loading.
It's
It's just a
loading
very
very
high res
slow.
image in a very small area.
But I'm also saying, while I can tell there are 6 dice, I cannot see their faces at the moment.
Ah.
That's not 6
Probably
dice, that's
your
12
computer's
dice.
12
Chugging those
dice.
images.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, there are 7 now. After the
Oh, now I can see
keeping.
the dice.
Oh, there's more now.
All right.
Because
She's gonna use all her opportunity to increase her range.
Oh god.
All right. Do you have any jade?
I do have Jade.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gone.
You don't anymore.
How many pieces did you have? 4? Okay, they're all gone.
Corey only let us buy 1 apiece.
I gave you mine.
Blood from the
'Cause I
swamp
used Torment.
kind of comes up over the path you're on, and it like touches your feet, and your jade is damaged, or if it's already damaged, is destroyed.
It is damaged. It was damaged, so now it's destroyed.
And then she'll
So is that
turn
for all of
back
us or just now
to her task.
So is that for
Wow.
all of us or just Naurin?
Just Narin.
Okay.
I needed to put all my opportunity into range instead of what's it called? Additional targets.
Because I fucking hollered at her.
Exactly.
Holla!
I mean, I could have done this one too.
Speaking of, what effects does she get from me hollering at her? Was this an intrigue encounter? Was this the
I'm
start
gonna call
of
it a skirmish.
Okay. So she had to move toward me a little bit.
Yeah. That's why I
forward
said
to
she
do
circled
straight.
back a little, did something
Okay.
to you,
Cast
and then kept
spell.
moving on. All right,
Okay.
Tarek, because she
I'm
was
ripping that heart out, baby.
delayed, this is going to be a race to get the heart out before she gets to you, and you now have an advantage on that instead of
Yay!
Instead of being way behind.
being way behind, because she has a water of 6 and she can haul fucking ass.
Yeah, she's probably faster in the air too than on land, if I had to guess.
So,
I am nervous about this.
what you are trying to do is cut through this guy as fast as possible, right? To get that heart
Yeah.
out.
As quickly as I can.
Exactly. So,
Good news is I'm good with a dagger.
you are good with dagger. So you can either make a medicine or a martial arts melee check. Your TN would be 6, but Naren reduced it to a 4. For you to get to that heart before
Can
And
you change the TN?
Oh, yeah, sure. And basically, you have a 4. It has to be water because you're moving as fast as possible, right? Actually, I'll allow
Okay.
fire too, because you're trying to just hack through this thing to get to the heart.
Okay.
Do you have anything else that might help you or might reduce the TN?
Would this be considered an attack or scheme check?
Yeah, sure.
Is it dark here?
Yes.
You're
Okay, then the-
inside of a chest
Reduced by my
cavity.
school rank.
Huh?
Oh, nice.
What did you say?
Then the TN would be reduced by my school rank as long as I'm in what's considered obscuring darkness.
Cool.
Nice.
So,
Good.
1, TN 1.
TN 1.
I mean,
Oh,
it
that's
can't
so
be
much
below
better.
TN1.
There you go.
Keep
Oh my
oppor-
God.
You need to keep some opportunity to go faster too.
I'll keep 2 opportunity.
3
opportunity.
opportunity.
Okay. I am blazing fast. However fast I need to be, I am ripping and tearing and blood. Like when y'all see me next, I'm going to be covered head to toe in Oni blood
It's alright.
and slowly growing a 3rd arm out of my neck.
We'll just rub you with some jade like on the forehead until it subsides and
Yeah,
goes
just
back
do
in.
sana colita de rana, sana colita de rana.
It's definitely gonna be a frog leg
Yeah, frog butt.
because that frog is talking about
Oh yeah, the frog was talking to me. It doomed me, really. Messed me
Okay.
up since the years.
You get through this, you grab its heart, and you hear its death cries as it begins to die. It says, "Thank you. I now return to Jigoku."
Fuck.
Don't come back soon. Here. Stay on that side of the fence. Be a good Oni.
And you make your way out of the chest cavity, and you see the Sage of Blood with giant blood wings, bloody feathers. And she sees you, and she sees her heart in your hand, and she flies away as fast as she can go.
Can you like control a blood speaker with their heart?
No, but you can intimidate them.
Yeah, because
Because-
if you break it, they go bye bye.
If you break it, they bought it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can-
They buy it.
like all Kuronagi has to do is take that
Crush it.
dagger and just plunge it into the heart. She dies instantly. So instead of even talking with Kuronagi or anything, She's just like, I'm gone.
Don't risk it.
Yeah, don't risk anything.
Let's go.
Figure this out
Let's
later.
Go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, lesbians. Come
Okay.
on.
Kuranagi will try to descend the tree as quickly as possible.
Okay. I want you to make
Another fitness check, but slippery this
it's
time.
going to be no, it's not going to be a fitness check. It's going to be a meditation check. Meditation Earth TN5.
Woo!
Yeah, void.
I have
Probably.
a void. You want to know the bad news now?
Yeah.
I have no ranks in
No meditation.
meditation and,
Oh,
and
God.
an Earth of 2.
Yeah, this is not great.
This is gonna go
So
well.
badly.
You have no skill in meditation at all.
And no auto
Kuranagi
success.
is not the kind of person who is
She's not
meditating on her navel. She has to get stuff done.
Her unmasking impulses are eep, run away.
The only thing I can think to do at this point to try to get out of this is, as I slip and fall to my death, use.
This is not a slip and fall to your death thing. This is I bathed in the blood of an Oni thing. This is a meditation meditation earth roll to resist taint.
Yeah.
If you
even worse.
miss this roll, either one holy artifact will instantly be destroyed that you carry, or you will be instantly Shadowlands tainted.
Oh, all the way to tainted, not just
afflicted. You'll be double afflicted instantly.
You had
pray for
Jade,
me.
right?
Pray for me. Yes, but that means that I will become afflicted immediately, which
Yes.
I fail.
But becoming afflicted is better than immediately tainted.
because we
I
can
fail.
cure that.
I fail.
Nobody has that
You
technique.
fail.
By the way.
Okay.
I
So
fail,
you take afflicted twice.
which destroys my jade entirely.
Do you have another item that is holy? Oh, like a
I
weapon.
have a sacred weapon,
All right.
and I have sanctified clothing. Which is
Sanctified clothing isn't going to be
No,
holy.
it has to be actually
no,
holy.
That's not sacred.
So your weapon is damaged.
Okay, great. This is great. This is super okay.
I mean, you bathed in the blood of one of the most powerful Oni out there.
True.
And you're gonna come out of it.
So my jade is completely destroyed, and the jade I gave to
Naurin
Naurin
is
is completely
destroyed.
destroyed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'll just take all of my jade off my character sheet now.
Good thing you're getting out of here.
That
And
goes-
James's
that
Jade
goes-
is destroyed.
That goes directly in the trash can.
Good thing you stocked up on jade.
Oh, actually, I have a Mao amulet that helped me to balance spiritual backlash. That is now damaged
Oh.
Instead of your weapon. That's nice.
instead of my weapon.
There you go.
So you can like channel where that damage is going to.
Well, it's got to go to the thing that's the most sacred, and that currently is the thing that is the most sacred on me. Okay, so where do I pull properties?
That amulet.
Properties up.
What's the ability on that amulet?
You may ignore a spiritual backlash by spending a void point.
Okay. I'm gonna say since
is-
it's damaged, you now
Oh,
have to
that's
spend
neat.
2 void points to do that.
Okay, I will update it as
Well, while it is damaged, only while it's damaged. It
Gotcha.
still works. It's just not as good.
it's not as clean right now.
That would be a handy thing to have.
You want it? I'll trade you. Give me that sacred scroll. All right, I start like very nervously,
Scroll.
like skittering down this now dead Oni back onto the tree branches.
Okay. Make a climbing check, TN2, same as you did when you climbed up the tree. Oops.
Okie dokie.
You made it.
Fitting that I am very strifed out by this, and I will
Remember,
try
I do
to
have
reduce
fitness,
the
so you
strife
reduce that by 1.
by 2, because I keep it an opportunity, and I will skitter like a little cockroach down this tree.
You are a little cockroach.
Well, I'm a scorpion, but okay, thank you.
Okay, you start making your way down the
Be right
tree.
there.
Guys, y'all are at the bottom of the tower. You pooped yourselves a little, but things you don't know what happened. She just flew up the tree.
The plan was to get our horses ready immediately for Kuranagi to teleport onto so we could book it. So Naren would definitely be like hollering at everybody if they were trying to do anything else, because she's just hoping that Kuranagi's gonna come down from that tree.
Yeah,
And I'm checking
if
that ring on
Kuranagi
the
doesn't
saddle
come
too
down,
of Hayate.
there's really not much else we can even do.
You notice that there are a bunch of blood speakers coming out of the castle and looking around for like a threat. They're kind of looking up at the tree and wondering what's going on. The librarian is starting to talk to the others, and when they kind of like point at you guys, you notice that she actually kind of intercepts them as much as she can for now.
That is very nice of her.
So
I am
you
still
you get your horses ready, and as soon as like your horses are good, you start seeing a couple blood speakers start coming down the stairs towards y'all.
Okay. Let's.
I would like to make a what is that skill called there? Sentiment check to determine whether they're coming with confusion or aggression
Or contempt.
Yeah,
or whatever.
You can make a TN2 check.
Well, poop.
I'd like to make an attempt as well. And it will be analyze. Crud cakes.
Okay. Narn is the only one who kind of understands what's going on. I will give her a private whisper on this.
And I'll check to what I can do with my 2 opportunities.
I have 4, so I'm probably.
I would like
let
to
me
spend
think
my
here.
scholar opportunity to extrapolate the motivations or desires of another character in the scene or wider situation and choose the Sage of Blood who just took off.
You can't
Because-
choose her. She's gone.
She's not in
Wider
the scene
situation?
anymore.
She's
But
not
it
in
says
the
the
scene.
scene or wider situation. Mhm.
Or wider situation.
This would be interesting.
She was just there,
Yeah,
to be fair.
okay, fine. What does it say? Motivations?
It says. Where did
I
it
mean, you
go?
probably already know this
Extrapolate
information.
the motivations or desires of another character in the scene or wider situation is the exact word.
Right. You want to know what the Sage of Blood desires now.
basically told us.
I think she wants to go get her heart. Make sure her heart
I
is
was-
protected.
I was
Corey?
kind of, hoping that it might give me a hint as to why the fuck she took off in the opposite direction from the tree.
Now she's got
Because
a plot.
she doesn't want to die.
Well, then that's assuming that she's scared, and couldn't I
is
get
true.
the information that she's afraid? That's what I'm looking for,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. There.
I'm trying to get something like she took off not because Kuranagi took off in the other direction. She's running, right?
Yes. There's your answer to why these people are coming down the stairs towards y'all.
Okay.
Okay, so
Matt?
I'm thinking about using those 2 opportunities I got against tainted threats use. Confronted with the horrors of taint, you remain alert and able to discern a weakness of your foe. Reduce the TN of your next check to oppose or harm a tainted character by 1 as you examine the threat before you and formulate an appropriate response.
I love that. That sounds great. Anybody else? Ide Youngso?
Yeah. Since I have 4 opportunity, and Doom only goes to 3. Could I use the 4th one to negate the annoyance aspect and just get a free void for 4 opportunity?
Oh, you want Doom?
I'm asking if it's possible to get it free with 4, since the scale only goes to 3.
No. There's
I was
always a
just
downside.
asking on that.
There's no Doomless Doom.
Just checking. Because, hey, Edge Case got 4 opportunity, and there's really nothing that uses 4 opportunity.
This is one of the
Doom goes
times,
to
I will say
4.
right now, this is one of the times you kind of don't want any sort of disadvantage.
Yeah,
There is,
that's why I was asking if I could get free. And
No.
since I can't, I'm not doing that.
Corey, I want to ask you. I've done this before, and I know that it's a thing in the rules that you can do because I've done this before and we've talked about it before. But I would like to have Naurin basically threaten Togo. Do a show of force to get enemy troops to withdraw is what I'm trying to threaten them and get them to back off, specifically him because he's their leader right now
okay,
in the absence of the Sage of Blood, if that's
sure,
possible.
that sounds fine.
Command question mark
Command against his vigilance.
Okay.
Hold on, give me that. It's hidden roll.
And Naurin will draw her sword and point it at Togo, just for partially for the effect, partially because I think it also will lower his vigilance, and bark at him. Your sage has abandoned you, a coward. We have her heart, and we can destroy you all if you stand before us. Leave now.
Okay, make your roll.
I'm so scared. Trying to bark out commands and my own voice is shaking is rough.
For real.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do here? Okay, fire, definitely. Spending a void, definitely.
Yeah, because it's hidden T in, so you get a free void. Spend it.
Right. And then, my advantage, famously successful, lets me reroll dice, in which I need to leverage my reputation for
Sure, but Tarek, her mic
what
turned
happened
off
to the
in the
sound?
middle of that.
Oh.
Why does that do that?
I don't have anything to do with her mic's USB cord. It just switches off sometimes.
Tarek got a new mic stand, and the next thing we're gonna do when we can is get me a new mic stand, so I don't have to deal with this popsicle stick abomination.
Yeah.
And preferably a new cable.
So, Sasha, you want to re-roll 2 dice because you're famous?
Famously
Go ahead.
successful.
I think that's fine.
Famously successful. I got a pretty decent roll, but I want as
You
many
did.
successes as possible here. Because what I don't want to do is fail, and then we have to fight off all of these blood speakers. I don't know how many successes I need. The more, the better. I'll eat another strife. I will re-roll that opportunity. Just going for as many successes as possibly can, and I got so many more opportunity. All right, maybe I can do stuff with the opportunity too. 1, 2, 3,
Perhaps.
4, 5.
But hey, it's on fire, and
Bonus
does this still
successes.
count as
Might-
being in a skirmish?
But you don't know if you succeed or not. So it could still be.
I'm hoping my sword should be dropping his vigilance by 2, so I'm hoping that this was going to be enough. I took a buttload of strife. how much opportunity do I have? I have 2 opportunity.
The sword, I want to clarify that sword only drops people's vigilance if you're like using it to attack or using a kata. It's not for anything like you're using right here. It makes it
Okay.
makes
Fair
a
enough.
starlight kind of motion that distracts them, that brings their vigilance down when you swing
Fair
it
enough.
around.
Got it. Okay, opportunities.
Is that it?
That's it. I'm just trying to figure out opportunity.
Okay.
Is there anything else I could do? Is there anything? Not that. Romance use. Yeah, that's definitely it. Papa Titty, please don't kill us. Against. That's not it. Okay, could I spend my opportunity to make this more convincing? Perform the task in a flashy way, drawing extra attention to yourself?
Yes.
Okay, I will spend both of my opportunity on that.
All right. Everybody kind of perks up. All of the blood speakers just stop what they're doing, and they look at you because you made it in a flashy way. And Togo turns to everybody, and he's now hesitating. He's not coming down. And he turns to everybody and says, "Did you hear what she said?" She said, "They have her heart. Get everybody. We will have the sage's heart and be free." And now all of the blood speakers are starting to form up.
And Daisuke will give
Sorry?
Naurin death glares. It's like, you...
Before we get it much further, I'd like to go ahead and spin those 4 opportunity.
Yes.
Right, like you knew.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
first 2 are going to be on gain a spiritual insight into the nature of the universe or my own heart. And the other 2 would be to have a brief premonition of a possible future event.
Okay. You see yourself riding out towards the tree, and then Kuranagi coming out, like you're riding out with all the horses, and Kuranagi getting on one of the backs of your horses, because remember, she doesn't have a horse.
Yep. She rides with me because we're both kind of small.
That's a great premonition that you can have right there. The librarian is just like
I also get a spiritual insight into the nature of the universe.
Oh, what does that do exactly?
Whatever you think it means, because it says it's up to the GM's discretion.
A spiritual premonition.
I'm going to say that you get a premonition, a spiritual... The universe tells you that all life is on a karmic wheel, and that the end of life and the beginning of life are the same thing.
Which is something my character already knew, so what was the point of that?
Yeah, maybe you'll find out in a game or two. Anyways, what is everybody doing? What are you doing, James? What are you actually doing? Because that was a roll ago. So all the blood speakers are hesitating because they're forming up.
Yeah, I had looked at them, kind of went a little fuzzy, and then I'm now going shift my position to where I was in the premonition, and so that Kuranagi can immediately just be there, and aim my horse and start moving in that direction.
All right,
because I don't know
Ina
how
Yemso's
soon
off.
that is supposed to happen.
Matt,
Well, I mean, that's the plan.
what are you doing?
You're muted.
Ah, okay.
Muted, Matt.
I'm sorry. I don't want people hearing me burp and fart. All right. So, anyways, I see Youngso getting a move on. Daisuke, after making sure that the ring on the on the saddle is okay, and I also get
You don't have time. You don't have time to check that ring. Satoru already jumped on the back of the horse, and he's just like, "Look, go."
He wants
right,
to
go.
get out
Moving
of
on,
here.
moving on.
Here, he does not want to
Moving
be
on.
left here. He's gonna sit on the horse.
Are we all getting running away?
Yes.
Okay, well that's fair.
Remember that song from the Muppets? Moving right along.
I mean, I may have
And I'm
held them
aiming
for
my
a
horse
round
to
or
be
two,
where
but
it
they're
was
gonna
in the
attack us.
premonition. I'm aiming Shin to be where it was in the premonition.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you follow Youngso, or what are you doing?
Follow along with Youngso. We're
All
getting
right,
the heck out of
Moshisora,
here.
what are you doing?
Following Youngso and Daisuke.
All right, and Naren, what are you doing?
Same fucking thing. I'm getting.
All right,
Yeah, let's
everybody's
get out
off!
of here.
All right, y'all get a good round away before the blood speakers start, going up. They're moving. We gotta go, and you see them start like casting spells and like getting their own like wings, and some of them are failing to get wings because they're not the Sage of Blood awesome.
Yeah, right.
God damn it! This happens every time.
All right, Tarek, you're coming down towards the base of the tree. You see horses galloping towards your tree.
I'm jumping onto one of the horses with
Youngso.
well, yeah, Youngso's horse basically with fluid shadows. I'm
All
gonna
right.
teleport
Range,
through the air. Can
are you going to
uh,
wait for range 3 or range 4, or how are you going to do this?
I will wait for range 4. And
Okay.
then make a jump.
As you guys are galloping towards the tree, it's raining blood from the branches and pouring down.
Well,
Probably should've
that's
mentioned
not nice.
Okay, make your roll. And let's see if you can make it so they do not have to make any taint rolls going through a rain of blood.
Can you take off the hidden TN?
Oh, yeah. It's a hidden TN. I'll take that off. What's the TN?
TN is 2.
All right, there you go.
TN is 2, and I need one opportunity.
For
Um,
extra distance.
For
Is that
one
what-
extra range band.
Yeah.
Because then I can hit range 4. And if I want to spend 2 additional opportunity, I can also make an attack as part of this. So I wanted to pick out Youngso while we're
Yeah.
at it.
My horse.
He's like, surprise! I was tainted!
Dibs. Okay. I got the TN.
Now you just need an opportunity. Do you have
Cross
any
your
rerolls?
fingers.
I don't think you do.
Keen hearing.
Nope.
To time it up, or affect of harmlessness. That's all I
No,
got.
definitely not
Like I said, I
aspect of
don't think you do.
harmlessness.
Horsey, come to me.
Horse the ring.
So you have that explosive success.
Pray for Homer.
Ugh.
No.
Does that mean you're gonna fall a little bit, or something?
Okay.
I'll probably
Ide
fall.
Youngso, you're going to have to make it into the bloody pour down from the tree in order to get him onto there. So you and your horse are going to have to make a TN2 Earth meditation roll
At least it's only 2.
to resist the afflicted condition.
Oh, and it's only afflicted.
Well, yeah, like Tarek,
Yeah.
his character went inside an Oni.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
It's coated
Yeah.
in blood.
We're
Yeah.
saying only, but I don't think anyone has the technique to cleanse.
Yeah.
Did you pick it up?
2
No,
of us do.
Sora has it.
You have it.
Sora has it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm planning on picking it up.
All right,
It was like
Youngso is
super
fine
weird.
right now.
Oh, I
and-
thought you did have it. On
See, that's what I've been
Kuronagi.
trying to say this whole time.
No,
No, one
I-
has it.
I
right
do.
No, Sora has it.
Does anybody
has-
else follow Youngso into the bloody rain?
No.
I don't really want to get that close to the bloody trees.
All right, Shin looks good. Shin looks
Good for
dang
Shin,
good.
honestly.
He's a little stressed from the blood coming down.
He's not having fun.
Who
about
wouldn't
it.
be?
We're all very
I'm
stressed.
extraordinarily stressed about this entire situation.
All right. You gallop out there.
I'm also fine though. I just made.
Kuranagi appears on the back of your horse, and you gallop out of the blood, and you guys ride off into the distance under the cover of trees so flying creatures can't see you. Yes.
Due to the premonition, just as a flavor thing, I want to say that right before Kuranagi arrives, I lift my arms slightly so she's able to just boom and have a hold of me already.
And
Ew,
you guys,
why are you so sticky?
and you guys ride off towards the south of Shinneman Forest, leaving the swamp behind. And that's where we'll end our game.
Oh my god.
You've
This
escaped
was
the blood
nerve-wracking
speakers.
as fuck.
Jesus Christ. That was awful.
Definitely
Great
not
epic-
the
epic
ideal
game.
outcome here, but we
Epic game,
lived.
like, terrifying. Yeah.
Everybody gave yourself
Absolutely
2
epic
XP.
Shitting myself. the
Everybody
entire
gave
time.
yourself 3 glory.
How much XP?
2 XP. 3 glory. Courage. Narin gets 3 honor for courage. Kuranagi gets 3 honor for courage.
Oh yay. I will say I did breach 70 glory now.
We are very glorious. Gotta say that.
I mean, that's about all I got.
Narin and Moshisora gets 1 honor for courtesy.
What was that one from?
Togo.
Oh, from just talking with Togo or
Yeah.
something?
Y'all were nice to him. I mean, not totally nice. I mean,
Completely.
it's just 1 honor.
Yeah, Narwin was as nice as she could have been to a blood speaker.
And that's it. That's our game. Thank you for joining us out there. Wargiz and Ketchup, thank you for your comments.
Hi, Ketchup.
Hi, catch up. We also had some people in the Twitch chat. Thank you to Dat Boy Nate and the Coyote.
Awesome. Hey, we're here every Sunday night for Cyber Samurai Sunday. You don't like that, Sasha?
Thought it was supposed to be tentacle stuff. You promised. I'm upset.
We thank you for joining us. We think you should play role-playing games often, all the time. So from James, Matt, Crystal, Sasha, Tarek, my name's Corey. Go roll some dice.
So find love, but first we'll dance. Let's go. Behind the mask, his heart's glow. Yeah. Politician by day, but love will show. Love will show. Writes poetry, dreams in the air. Baby, will he find love? Will someone care? Oh, baby, yeah. Dance with dimes, yeah, dimes down under the lights. We stay. He's got secrets, but his heart will find a way. Dance with dimes, yeah, dimes down underneath the disco shine. Show the poetry. One day he'll make the mind. Changing faces, what a game. But deep down he's all the same. Looking for love, writing his lines. In this disco magic times. He's clever, he's cunning, a tricky man. But all he wants is to hold a hand. Oh, his pen scrolls words of life each night. Every night, hoping someone each night, every night, hoping someone will see the light, see the light.
She was born in shadows, dark secrets thick. Blood magic twisted her heart and made her slick. She slinks through the night with a mischievous grin. My evil twin sister, my darker spin. She steals the light, drags me down into pain. Whispers in the dark drive me in slick. She's out for my soul with a vengeful glee. Blood magic binds her to set her free. Oh, evil twin, where'd you come from? Making it happy till the morning sun. Blood so grin, twisted sin. Why'd you have to be my kin? Midnight hour, and she's out for blood. Heartbeats racing, drowning in the flood. She cackles loud.